Hello and welcome to another Vineyard, or rather back to Denbies.
Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog.
So we're back here, planning on going for a walk. It was Anna's birthday this week, so the plan is that we were going for a walk and then go for a nice pub lunch. So this is my fourth English vineyard in about 5 months. And that's today's plan. It was supposed to pour with rain and hail and what have you, and lightning, but none of that's happening at the moment. I'm hoping it'll hold off for a bit. There's Box Hill. And the low vines of Denbies. So we just turned up from Denbies and I'm going through the woods towards West Humble, near where the railway station is.
We were talking about when we had our babies and Carol.
Oh yes, that's it. Reminds me of that area above Zahn, where you've got that cliff where we come down Rubley. That last bit of Rubley,
yeah.
That with the steep.
And
that wasn't a hurry up.
This is where we're heading. About 1:15, I think.
1:30.
1:30.
So we've got 2 hours, have we?
We're going to be back at the car in about 2 hours. So hot. I'm going to have to strip off.
Oh, you're back awake, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
This is another field. It's a different one though.
Last time there were big cows here.
Welcome to the dark wood. We are nearly at the top of the climb, and then we descend down to the left, back towards Denbies. We made it to the top. That's the view. It's kind of hidden in the rain. Those are the hills. Box Hill's round that way. There's the next hills along. So as you can see, the weather's taken a turn for the interesting. It's quite breezy up here, and it's quite wet. Take you out into the full force of the apocalypse. See, very lovely and quite windy. And so we're sheltering in a bush, in a hedge I should say. So after that torrential downpour, the sun is now starting to fight through the clouds. You can see we're back at where we began, at Denbies Wine Emporium, let's say, lodge. That pink speck is Anna. Alex and Anna have taken a bit of a head start, a bit of a lead. They're nearly back. Can you?
Oh, hello.
Yes. It's so funny, isn't it? You know what he's going to look like at 50? Oh,
That's quite fun.
oh, they're lovely noises, Walter. Oh, they're lovely noises. Well, I agree.
Sun is just slowly setting. This is the Parrot in Forest Green. We've just had some late lunch, 4 o'clock lunch. It's now like 5:30. Happy Monday. I am this week doing a bit of filming with Sir Bentley. We've had lots of water time obviously at the weekend. Next weekend will be the same, and the weekend after that, before we go on holiday. So yes, and it's Martin's not birthday drinks tonight. He's going for drinks, and it happens to be his birthday, unrelated. So that is today's activity. So this is Lindsay's stupid idea.
It is a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Any day of the week, but on a Monday, it's a ridiculously stupid idea.
Well, it could be worse. You could be going to work tomorrow.
Nice.
That would suck.
Is that a vlog? A stupid vlog?
You're still doing your vlogs.
So then they're f***ing vlogs though.
Lindsay, she's so uncouth.
I know, it's why I'm going to spend hours in front of the bleep machine.
She's so uncouth. I'm really sorry about that. Lindsay, okay, two things here.
Yeah.
It's my birthday,
Yeah.
therefore you should do all the things I want to do.
I am doing everything you want to do.
I don't want to do this. What are you doing now? I'm covered in shit.
Fine.
Martin's been covered in salt.
I've been assaulted. I've actually been assaulted.
You've been assaulted, yeah. Afternoon, it is wet and rainy and about 18 degrees. It's like living in the tropics. And I feel pretty rubbish, and it's entirely Lindsay Carling's fault, so that's excellent. Who even drinks tequila anymore? No normal people. So that was good Monday evening, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm making bread, and it's Veggie Tuesday because obviously we were out last night, so I need to buy things that aren't meat to put on the bread. Then I have some SRA related videos to do, and some packing and some general housekeeping. It's a very, very boring adult day. Hello again. My hair's gone big. Anyway, so I did the baking like I said I would. So what we have here, which I'm now going to model, is biscuits. Nice. Yeah, so I made bread and I made biscuits because baking is the answer to everything. I've realised though that there is one huge culinary tragedy that has befallen me, and that is it is now obviously autumn. And that means I've missed the soft shell crab season. I know, terrible middle class problem. But I really, really like them. And I have had some total of 0 this year. So, sad face. Very upsetting. I'm now going to have to wait till March. And that's horrible. And you can see the surprise because my hair's gone up in just simple shock. Maybe if I just change the angle slightly, is that... Doesn't look quite so massive. Yeah. I'm gutted though. They're only seasonal. Damn it! It's your fault. You should have reminded me. Come on. That's what you're for. God damn it. I realised I shot about 20 minutes of footage last Tuesday, so I'm going to try not to repeat that because I'm having to edit it at the moment. It's a real pain. But the sun's come out, so, you know, there's things to be grateful for. I'm just walking past the... This is the leisure centre of their nearby estate, which unfortunately they won't let guests use, which is a real shame because there's almost never anyone in there. Saying that, there's 2 people in the pool currently. Yes, it has a pool, a private pool. Damn it! Anyway, I'm going to go off on another middle class food hunt. I'm looking for interesting mushrooms. Stupidity update. Just saw someone trying to drive a VW Golf up 2 ladders as a sort of ramp into the back of a small white van. 2 things. 1, the ladder's never going to hold. There'll be a snapping noise in a moment, so I'm walking quickly this way. Secondly, the van cannot hold the weight of a VW Golf. So the other thing that will happen is the suspension will be so compressed that the wheel arches will rest onto the wheels. Then, of course, they'll have to try and get it out, which is completely impossible, unless you sort of Knight Rider it out the back. God, people are so dumb. It's amazing. I think I may have showed you this last time I came to East Sheen, which is where the nearest Waitrose is, because I need magic mushrooms. This road is called Model Cottages, and it is just these nice little houses on a pedestrian lane. Partly pedestrian, I mean people have to park, but yeah, they're really, really nice. You back onto a Waitrose. I mean, I haven't got it too bad. I think my flat's pretty awesome and it backs onto an M&S, but this is the next level. This is one step up. I love the Thames path when the Thames full, but yeah, water's still coming in as well. I haven't quite thought this bit through thoroughly, but you know, the man who was trying to get his VW into the back of a van seems to have gone, so either the whole thing exploded or it worked. I don't know what's more amazing. Hello, it's autumn gale weather. It's quite windy. Yeah, it's lovely, but there's quite a strong breeze. So I finally thought I'd take my camera out and actually take some autumn pics, because I haven't really used it since that crazy week of filming, if you remember, a few weeks back. Since then, all the camera work I've done has been on other people's cameras, and radio work, obviously, which involves none. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to Kew, take some photos. Just trying to organise myself, actually have time to make a show reel. Sounds silly, doesn't it? I actually need to make one, but I've been too busy working. So that is on the list of things to do. Plus it's radio day today, so radio smileys later. Stupid radio, getting little claws in there. Nice evening, let's hope the weather holds tomorrow, so I can get a bit of something done. Go for a walk before I have to do the evening's video shoot, which is an award show in Kingston. Good morning. Do you like the light? It's good, isn't it? I'm just coming to grips with a new iMovie, which came out obviously with Mavericks, new version of OS 10 on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, depending on which time zone you're in. And ask me again in a week. It certainly slowed down the process of putting up this week's vlog. Like the keyboard shortcuts, but there's some things I really don't like, so we shall see, because you can keep the old version as well. I've still got the old iMovie. So anyway, time will tell. I'm going for a walk now because the weather's nice, so come along, why don't you? So in what I can only describe as a very strange turn of events, I've got Metallica stuck in my head. For those of you that know my music taste, you know that's particularly weird. I think the last time I listened to a Metallica song, in all honesty, was about 1995, and I didn't like it. That said, all music mellows with time, and kind of the early sort of thrash metal and stuff that was really heavy in the early 80s really doesn't sound very heavy anymore. It's all quite melodic and pleasant. So the reason being I'm catching up on old episodes of Colbert, and they were a guest, and they're all about 50, which isn't surprising because it's 30 years since they released their first album, and they don't look bad for 50, if I'm honest. They don't look bad. I mean, Lars never looked good, but they don't look bad. And then I had, bizarrely, off the back of that, I had a dream in which I think I was a roadie for Metallica, putting it together. Anyway, weird as hell. I woke up this morning with this massive need to suddenly listen to a load of Metallica songs. I'm over it now, though, you'll be glad to know. I'm back to normal, or whatever I can get to that's close to that. Isn't it nice out this morning? So far, autumn is quite mild. It's predictably wet, but it is quite mild. I have two more thoughts for today. First one is, obviously we're away for nearly 2 full weeks in Gran Canaria. In a couple of weeks' time, I haven't yet worked out how I'm going to deal with the vlogs. Don't really have the ability to do anything when we're there. I'll film, obviously, but I don't have the ability to upload it till we get back. So there may be like a little 2-week pause before the vlogs come back online. But there won't be any days missing, just some upload times that are delayed. So fear not. And what was the second thing? I've forgotten. Bear with me. Remembered. It only took me about 200 metres along the towpath. Clocks go back this weekend, so that means shorter days. It means I'll have to do my walks in the morning because there won't be any afternoons in which to do them, which is mainly why I'm trying to get up earlier, which is why this walk's happening earlier today. Trying to enjoy the morning sun. Make the most of it while I still can, because in a couple of weeks it's going to be pretty grey and cold. In fact, the clocks will obviously go back, so that means the sun will set about 10 to 5, but then we go to Gran Canaria and then the days are about an hour and a half longer. So If you remember a couple of weeks ago, I was walking along the Grand Union Canal and I got all the way to the lock at the end that meets the Thames. It was on the other side of the river. I was coming back from Richmond, past Teddington, Twickenham, that kind of way. And this is the other view from the other side. This is the lock at the end of the Grand Union. There it is. And this is where it joins the Thames. FYI. Now you've got some perspective. I'm standing at the end of Palm Vista in Kew Gardens. So the Palm House is right down there, as you can see, and Scion House is opposite. Can you see it, or is it just too overexposed? Hang on. There it is. So there's Scion House. So here's an interesting fact. So this is west, that way towards the house, the way the planes are going towards Heathrow, as you can see, west the Thames. If we go around 45 degrees, there's north. As you can see, the Thames is also there because it runs diagonally at this point. If you go east, which is there, so almost straight down Palm Vista, then that goes all the way through past my house and to the Thames on the other side. So far you've got the Thames on west, north and east. So you've got Thames in 3 of the compass directions. Now if you look south, which is basically that way down the path, then you actually hit the Thames interestingly, because it bends round here and it goes all the way around Richmond and then it curves back as you get to Kingston, and that is directly due south of where we are, and we just hit the Thames in the south trajectory. So in fact the only place the Thames isn't is sort of between east and south there, but everywhere else there is Thames. Full Thames. There you go, fact over. Damn it, I've still got Metallica in my head. So to try and get it out, here are some beautiful shots of autumn taken using a camera, and no less, this one in fact mainly, over with the soundtrack from Metallica. I can't understand how this is going to get me into any trouble at all with YouTube. Take it away. So then the reason I'm dressed like a goth is because I often do filming in Kingston, and you know, if you're wearing black everyone presumes you're the crew, which I am, and you know, you don't show up in anybody else's shots because you're like a ninja. So that's this evening's lovely exercise. There we go, another award show done. Lots of very nice winners. Less pissed than normal though, so that's good. Going into the dark now. You can just see a shadow of my head. Now I've got to get home from technically the middle of nowhere. Hello. So after all yesterday's fun and games, which was great, and as always gives me sort of backache. It's the nature of my job now. I've taken it rather easy today. Weather's kind of been a bit mixed, and we've got a lot on this weekend. So on the next vlog, the very start of the next vlog, you'll see a bar mitzvah followed by a wedding. We're doing that on the same day on Saturday, so that should be fun. And then Sunday promises to be one of the biggest storms for about 6 years. So that's exciting if you like chaos. And then next week's the last week before we go on holiday, in which I've got to go to 2 committee meetings, got to have a meeting in Wimbledon, got to finish something up. The video that I've promised to make somebody, and I've got to pack, and then at the weekend it's birthdays, and yeah, it's chaos. So yeah, the next sort of 9 days is kind of manic. So today is the only day that won't be, so I've been trying to make the most of that. Anyway, that's where we're going to wrap it up this week, because the rest of the evening will just involve me eating, and you don't want to see that. So there we go. Thanks for watching. As always, if you don't want to miss any of the future videos, then click subscribe, and that way you'll see them. That way you don't have to keep waiting for me to post them to Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.